Well, here we are. This is going to be the 4th episode of Show and Tell on my old records. And a band that I wanted to show you the albums I have of is Quicksilver Messenger Service. I had first seen them or heard about them, and my dad had a Happy Trails album back a long time ago, this particular album. And that's all I'd ever heard. And then a buddy of mine named George Renfro passed on. He left and gave me all these albums. I'm very fortunate. I have much gratitude for him to do that. And they've become some of my favorite albums and most treasured possessions over the years, as far as music. I love these guys. There's a guitar player on here named John Cippolina. Plays a SG. I play an SG. Man, that guy's phenomenal. But anyway, this one right here is called Happy Trails. Do yourself a favor, get this one. This is fantastic. That's what it looks like. Again, on the back they got the cowboy kind of look. I guess in San Francisco in the late 60s that was a thing, kind of dressing Western, which is awesome. And it's on Capitol. That's what it looks like, the record. But Happy Trails is an amazing record, and I love the artwork on it. And if you ever get a chance to pick that one up, if you're looking through the record bins, by all means get it. It's you like the Grateful Dead, kind of jam band music. These guys were masters at it. This is an album which has them on it. It also has the Steve Miller Band and Mother Earth, but it has a couple songs by Quicksilver, Codeine, and Babe, I'm Gonna Leave You, which is, I love the song. But this was a movie. I looked it up on YouTube and looked at some of it. It's pretty cool. It's what the record looks like. It's on United Artists. So obviously that one's got to be the original. But my dad actually had this too. So we got robbed like in the early 70s in Louisville, and they stole his records. They even I had a piggy bank that had like a George Washington thing on it and a black. They even took my money when I was like 5 or 6. So, but I remember those records because I was always fascinated with music and just, albums and art and, pictures like everybody else. But this one right here is called Copperhead. This is not Quicksilver, but it has John Cippolina on it. So I've got all those together, all the albums that got to do with Quicksilver. And this is great. He's a great guitar player. He's incredible. That's a cool album called Copperhead. And you see the snake there. Pretty cool album cover. And see what that's just looks like regular Columbia, like a Blue Oyster Cult or that type of era. But this is a good album. It's good. It's a rock and roll, I guess is what you'd call it. Now this one right here is great. I don't see people that have this at all. It's called Comin Thru, and I got this at a flea market somewhere, and I was so happy, and it's so great. It has a song on here called Doing Time in the USA, Mojo, but it's a beautiful, look at the art on that. Amazing. And then it even opens up to a cool look of the band there. Got their bell bottoms and John Cippolina, and this is a great album. If you ever see this one, which is not one that people usually have or ever talk about, but it's short. It's only got like 7 songs on it, but it's seven gems of it's all good. There ain't nothing on this album that's not good. But the main thing is I was lucky to get a great copy, and trying to complete that Quicksilver get all the records of them. I like them as far as rock and roll a lot. Here's another one. Not sure what this one's even called. I think it's just called Quicksilver. Great album. Yeah, Fire Brothers, has some great songs on it. See some great art there. In the 60s, boy, they had great art. I love that, the way that eagle looks. And then the record, it's on Capitol Records, kind of looks like that. But this is another one that I inherited from George when he passed on. Again, thank you, brother. You're a cool cat. And you got great taste in music for sure. George was older than me, and he, like I say, left me some albums and turned me on to some amazing music. This one's great. This one right here is Just for Love. Just for Love. Look at that. That is some fantastic art right there in it. And then when you open it up, even more. I mean, it shows the band and the songs, and I mean, it is mean looking. That's a great album. You know, I like CDs and you know, but ain't nothing like a good old vinyl record. There you go, on Capitol. But they always, their albums, they always had some pretty cool art on them, and it's just, you know, it's always really cool stuff. This one is called Solid Silver. I got this one at a flea market as well. This was the last one they did. Has Dave, was it Freiberg from, he was in Jefferson Starship later. It's a really good album too. Really good album too. This one is, man, this is, you want this one. This is the first one. It has Pride of Man, and this is great. This one, it's up there with Happy Trails. But anyway, you can see John Cippolina right there, and this is a jam. And this is the first one they put out, and okay, wow. And then the you see that different looking Capitol Records there, different looking album. Now here's another good one right here. This one, What About Me? If you've never heard that song, go listen to it. It is awesome. But anyway, look at that great artwork. Yep. Man, isn't that cool? And it opens up to some more cool artwork. Great album. What About Me? This is up there too, as far as one of their great albums. And here, this one right here is great too. This is called Shady Grove. This one is probably one of my favorite ones too. I guess I like them all because they're all my favorites. But that's the way the back looks. Great art, you know. And the inside, I just love it. Again, they all looks like spaghetti western type, you know, cowboy looking stuff. There's Nicky Hopkins. It's just great stuff. Shady Grove, you cannot go wrong. And then even opens up, their albums are all, you know, it's like they're like big pictures, you know, they open up into big pictures, which is really neat. Then the only other thing that I've got by them, it's not all that, it have all that art in it. It's just like a greatest hits Quicksilver. I picked this up at a yard sale, and it's got songs from all the different albums that they made. It's really good, really good. But anyway, hey, that's my Quicksilver messenger service. album collection. I hope you enjoyed looking at some old records. Y'all have a fantastic day.